Yeah, good luck with that. And good luck with this. You've got to get your head around this if you don't understand cyberspace. I don't even know what that word means, but anyway, here we go. Have you ever fancied living a fantasy life? Have you ever dreamt of being someone you're not? You know, on the telephone, you can flirt with a stranger, they don't know what you look like. I haven't done that, obviously, but people do. And on the internet, it is now possible to do just that.
Yes, now it's an interactive website. It's called Second Life. You can create your own character and decide exactly how you would like to look. You can design your dream home, and then you can lead a fantasy lifestyle online, travelling around the virtual world, meeting and interacting with other people's characters or avatars, as they are known.
Oh, no, it's a new language as well. OK. Well, 15 months ago, two avatars, so they're not real people, Kira, met Nik in the virtual world. Their characters started hanging out together and began an online romance, despite their creators, Kristin and Steve, who were complete strangers living at different parts of the country, having partners of their own in real life.
Now, in January last year, their fantasy affair became a reality when Kristin and Steve met for the first time. 12 months on, they're expecting a baby that is due any moment, and they're planning to get married. So let's meet them now, as they are in real life. There is nothing cyber about this. This is you. So let's find out who you are, first of all. Kristin, you were a club singer, and you described yourself, you say that in real life, your life was actually dismal, diabolical.
Yeah, controlling partner.
Yeah?
Wasn't allowed to go anywhere, do anything, not even have friends round.
So a very unhappy relationship, and that drove you to the internet. And had you heard of this site before? How did you find it?
I'm a big Duran Duran fan, and they were going to go on Second Life doing concerts and such.
So Second Life is the place, is this other world,
yes.
And they were going to do a virtual concert.
Yeah.
Well, that was the rumour.
So you were already a member, were you?
Of Second Life?
Yeah.
No.
No. So
I logged on when...
Because you were a fan of Duran Duran, and that's what got you interested.
Yeah.
And when you got on there, what did you discover? How easy is it to set up your... This is you. This is you online. Now, this is the sort of person what you'd like to be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? That's your ideal person.
Yes.
And you can set up however you want to look.
Yeah.
And so when you got there, how easy is it to negotiate your way through this other world?
It's hard to begin with. You have to, with the character there, you have to tweak little bits. So if you want bigger boobs, bigger bum, tall, you know...
Smaller waist.
Smaller waist. So, yeah, you have to tweak all that. And then you go exploring, and there's so much to see.
So you travel around the world.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can teleport yourself
you
anywhere
can fly.
you want. Fly.
Yep.
You can have your own career. For a time, you were a pole dancer.
Yeah, not very good one.
Oh.
That's unfortunate if you're not very good in fake life.
Yeah.
And you can hang out with new friends
Yes.
there. You meet other people who are playing the game,
Yeah.
but you don't know who they really are, but you can understand their character, and you can go to the pub together in the game.
Yeah.
And did you have other real-life friends who were playing as well, so you could meet up?
Yeah, there's a lot of Duranis on there.
Duranis. Duranis.
So we sort of hung out in one area, waiting for Duran Duran. So.
Exactly, and you were hanging out in this one area,
Yeah.
which was, what, the corner of somewhere or other?
Yeah, it's called Avalon.
Avalon, hanging out in Avalon. Oh, and you see a guy, or your character, Kira, is that right?
Yeah.
Kira meets Nik and thinks, I know who that is. That's Nick Rhodes from Duran Duran. So you went over and had a chat.
Yes.
But it wasn't
No.
Nick Rhodes. It was this other character called Nik. All right. Nik, who in real life is Steve from Plymouth.
Yes.
And how long had you been on Second Life?
Not quite as long as you, was it? It was... I think I've been on around a week before I met Kristin or Kira at the time, and I originally went on Second Life. I'd heard some people talking about it and saying, funny enough, it wasn't a good game because there's no goals, there's no, it's not running around killing people. I mean, it's just a world environment, and so
It's like a global meeting
It is.
place.
I mean, Second Life is what you make it.
Yeah.
So there's no kind of targets to achieve or score. You don't get a score or anything like that.
You get a nice house by the beach.
That's right. I mean, it's purely a fantasy world, and that intrigued me. So I joined up to take a look, and I was on there just a few days when I met.
Yeah, so this
Kira.
beautiful Kira arrives by your side saying, "Hi, are you Nick Rhodes from Duran Duran?" And you, no.
I did think a month before I answered, but I had to be honest and said I wasn't, which in a way was to my detriment, because the more I denied it, the more she was convinced I was for a while. But
So once you got over the fact that in fact it wasn't Nick Rhodes from Duran Duran, what was it that attracted you to online within Second Life to each other?
I think it was our personalities, and one of the things we've discussed at great length, although our avatars, as you can see, don't look anything like us. I mean, that's the first impression thing. Once you get past that, as in real life, that your image, what you portray, is of no meaning really. It's the personality and the emotions and what have you in a relationship, and that very quickly came through.
So you found out that you've got lots
avatars.
in common. That you, I mean, did you go hang gliding together or something?
We've done
skydiving.
parachuting,
Skydiving, parachuting, all online.
We did, but unfortunately,